되고파 너의 오빠 너의 사랑이 난 너무 고파 되고파 너의 오빠 널 갖고 말 거야 두고 봐 경고하는데 잘 들어 지금 위험해 So dangerous 자꾸 나를 자극하지 마 나도 날 몰라
나를 유혹하는 중 심장의 매력 발산 중
맞은 것처럼 뱅뱅뱅 뱅뱅뱅 bang 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 It's the love shot
How long has your group been established for?
Officially we first started as a group, I'd say in 2015, but technically it was 2014 when it was just me and Danny. But then when it was the four of us, the girls alone, it was 2015.
And then the boys joined in September.
Last year.
2018.
I mean, September is going to be this year, isn't it?
So, how many members do you have?
8
7 and a
members.
half.
7.5.
Patrick is working right now.
Officially, we have 8 members, but unfortunately, one of our members had to leave because they finished their studies here. But they're still like a part of our group because they'll be uploading covers and stuff. In the past.
We love you, Patrick.
So, when do you usually have practice?
Just Saturdays always, and then sometimes some evenings or weekends. But it's also Saturday.
Why do you do cover dances?
We all like K-pop, we all like dancing, so we do covers.
What do you think makes you like gel together as a dance group, or like as a team in general? Like,
I think like because when it first started between me and Lily, we were friends before we were like a dance team. Like the dance team came after the whole friendship thing, and then same with these two. And then when we met them as well, like we became friends first, and then I was like, hey, you want to join the group? And same with the boys. All the boys we were friends with for ages. And then I think just through practicing and rehearsing, because we spent like a lot of time together, you do kind of end up gelling. We've been trying to like spend time outside of rehearsals as well.
what do you do after learning a cover?
Film it.
We film it.
Trying to film
We
it
do
public.
a proper cover of it, and then we do a game challenge of it, like different blindfolded, speed challenge, part change. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and if we like,
We
if
perform
we're,
as
if
well.
we're performing, if we're performing as well, we will like redo that cover.
And how long does it usually take to learn one cover?
Whew, it depends.
It's different as
We've
well.
done a curfew in one day. Like last weekend, we learned the whole routine already, except for this one who wasn't here. And then sometimes it takes like a full month.
Yeah, for us to be out live right now.
I think it also depends on the occasion. So if it's like a competition, for example, we'll spend a long time trying to perfect it. Whereas if it's just like a simple cover look, we'll also. It's also different.
I think it also depends on people's availability.
Yeah.
The type of dance, the style,
And we also do-
individually how you do the dance.
And like sometimes, like there'll be times where we just like learn it by ourselves, and then like we collaborate our efforts together, or sometimes we'll all learn it together at the same time. So like really depends.
So basically a week between a month.
Between a week and a month.
Yeah.
Sometimes a day.
am Toy. So I'm a founder and I don't want to say leader because everyone is good. So yeah, and I'm part of the committee of the Queen.
And I'm Yui, and I'm also a part of the committee. But I don't. We're just kind of like organizing the competition and the showcase, basically.
How long has Queen been established?
Almost 2 years. I mean, like it's not official
yeah,
last
2
year.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't official. We started off as like a fun.
small group dance of people, but then we just established Queen last year.
Last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
When do you have practices normally?
Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, that's like the set time, but we actually kind of like talk to each other and be like, when are you guys free? And we just like,
Yeah.
it's quite flexible.
And why do you do cover dances?
You explain. I was dragged.
I'm just like into K-pop. Not like I don't know, not only K-pop, but like we just love dancing. And then K-pop is actually more fun to do, and it's like you just need to use your facial expression as well. So it's like more like you pretend to be an idol. No, actually not like that, but like yeah, we just like dancing with a group of people who are interested in the same thing.
It's fun.
Yeah, really fun.
So how long does it take to usually learn like one dance cover?
It really depends on the dance, but if we do like a really difficult one, it could actually take like a month.
Yeah.
But if it's easy one, like this one's quite easy. So and everyone already knew this dance. So this one, it's only like our third or
Second,
second.
actually, yeah.
Second.
It's actually our second
So yeah, it's like,
practice.
yeah.
That's why it's messy.
It really depends. We kind of like do it by ourselves as well at home.
Yeah, I mean,
so
if it's
like if it's
comfort.
easy enough, we just tell them the formation and tell them to practice at home.
Yeah.
Do you guys hold any shows or competitions?
Yay! So like we just passed one of the competition and we're going to final round in December. Yeah, and the showcase we usually hold it annually. It's in March every year. So yeah, it's gonna be our showcase gonna be in March 2019.
So, as a leader, what are you looking for within the group, just both of you?
For me, I just want us to have fun, but also teamwork is really important for us because we just like we audition people to be in this crew. It's just so teamwork's really important. Yeah. What
I feel like because by dancing together, because everyone likes dancing,
Yeah.
so it's just like one of the hobbies that we all like together. We can share and then we just have fun.
Yeah.
So to Scotland, I'm the organiser of Soul Rush. My name's David. Soul Rush is a 14 plus to now 18 plus kind of thing club night that's based on only music from South Korea. And a lot of other people know me as DJ Sweet Pillow for Young Bros, and I'm also the production director for Young Bros.
How did you get into this job?
Into the job, I started off in university. As my second year for event management, we had to make this fictitious event, and I decided to make a club night that based on Eastern Asian music. Started off called Nanashi Dansu, that kind of catered to all music from Eastern Asia. Then the more it progressed, the more K-pop got on, and then I created Soul Rush to kind of have it as a sister event. And then during my time through that, I contacted even Grace, who's a Korean singer, to speak to her about coming to Glasgow on our upcoming tour. So I spoke to the manager of Young Bros, who's now my manager, and he brought Grace over. I think it was the year after that he contacted me to ask if I wanted to put Jung Jin Young Drug Restaurant on in Glasgow. That was September 2017, and after that he really liked how I worked, offered me a job, and here I am, several tours later.
And how are you finding your job?
Yes, with any job it's stressful, but being like one of the only white guys that's quite high up in the K-pop industry in Europe, outside of Live Nation and stuff like that, it's definitely interesting, comes with its own challenges, but it's fun.
Would one of the challenges be like language per se?
For some of the artists, yeah. For a lot of the artists, there is at least one member of the team that speaks English fluently. So even if I can't communicate directly to the artist, I can at least speak to one member of the team and we can voice concerns either way. So there's always some way that's manageable. It's never been unmanageable so far.
Do you think K-pop culture has grown within the UK or Glasgow itself?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like when I started Soul Rush, there was like 40 people that came to it. And now the last one we held was an 18 plus one in February back there, and there was 150 at that, and that's only 18 plus, and the one we had before that, which was the 14 plus in January, had just over 300 people at it. So there's definitely a growth within Glasgow, definitely, and even within the UK it's something that's continuously expanding and getting bigger.
How do you decide which artists from Korea to bring to the UK when it's discussed?
So there's two ways we do it. There's way number one, we do an actual tour, or way number two, we do a promotional tour. The actual tour are for artists like Ravi, BAP, things like that. We kind of base on what their schedule and availability is. We look at if it's viable in Europe at the time, if it's, there's nothing too much to clash with it, and we bring it. Promotional tours are things like VAV, Victon, Miso, other artists that aren't so well known, that we'll put on concerts for, make cheap and things like that. We create these VIP packages for people that are fans, but then we try and keep the general cost of tickets low to encourage people to come. So it's either promotion for the artist, and then we can later invest, or it's an established artist that we bring over.
And is it specifically pop, or can it be like hip hop, R&B?
I've never really crunched myself on genre. I try and play as much of a little bit of everything that I can. I think with K-pop it's more about the flow of music than anything else. So you can have your idol stuff. A lot of idols do kind of more chilled R&B stuff as well, solo projects and such like that. So there's such a wide variety of music that even if it's something I know someone won't know, I'll still play it to try and that's how you discover new music, is to listen to it.
And where's the most popular place you hold Soul Rush?
But I only hold Soul Rush in Glasgow. The Young Bros parties in general, the most popular one's London. Aside from that's Cologne in Germany. But for Soul Rush that's a Glasgow only brand. We work in partnership with Young Bros. The rest is all just Young Bros.
How do you feel like the K-pop community is within Glasgow?
It's not so bad. It used to be quite dramatic. But I think, nobody's going to like everyone. That's the way kind of life is with everything. It's a really healthy one here. People support each other, and it is like really vibrant as well. People are so you can tell the passion that they've got for the music. It's not just, oh, let's just go to this club again. The people are active and so happy to go. And when they hear their favourite song, they physically scream. That's great for us. That's what I want to hear. I want a whole night of just people screaming with every song that I play, because it shows that I'm doing my job right. It's a great feeling as well. But yeah, people at the end are so respectful and thankful, and it's such a generally every venue we go to, and even in Glasgow with Soul Rush, the venue managers will be like, we'll happily have you back, because the people that come are so nice. And that's the kind of people that I like is the fact that everyone is so nice and welcoming to what we do.
We all like K-pop, we all like dancing, so we do comments.
나나나 come